Hey friends, I'm George. I'm a chef of 37 years and I'm all about teaching you how to eat healthy, save money, and cook like a pro. And this is episode 2 in the series, Chef, What's the Best Way? And I have a question here from Wolfgang1691. He asks, Chef, what's the best cookware to use for different cooking methods? So let's start with the basics. For general reheating and day-to-day use, Le Creuset nonstick is really hard to beat. Clearly this pan shines when cooking eggs and pancakes. I don't own a microwave. This is how I microwave, and it's just as fast with far more consistent results. It's great for reheating. This one is just under 4 quarts, just under 4 liters. You can make stocks, soups, and sauces in it. For the most part, it distributes heat well, but not perfectly well. It does a better job of heat distribution on induction tops rather than an open flame. It's limited in that you can't put it in the oven at temperatures over 475 degrees Fahrenheit or 246 degrees Celsius. You can cook a steak or grilled chicken in it, although it's not the best pan for that. This type of nonstick is one of the most well-made and safest on the market, and that is still a sticking point for many. A lot of people feel that there is no such thing as a safe nonstick pan. Unfortunately, we tend to find out what's safe and what's not safe later rather than sooner. Cooking at higher temperatures like searing steaks or transferring steaks to a broiler requires special pans that can handle very high temperatures, and the most common and least expensive of which are carbon steel pans. Now, many of these pans are made in the USA and are considered to be safe steels to cook with. By the way, never use cheap nonstick pans or cook in aluminum ever. These pans are meant to be used on a stove, in a stove, and under a broiler. They can handle temperatures at around 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit or 540 degrees Celsius. The more you use it, the more it behaves like a nonstick pan. But this pan needs to be seasoned and to stay seasoned, which means that you have to treat it and clean it differently. Carbon steel cannot handle acidity. It takes away the seasoning, so lemon or tomato sauce will not work in this pan. If you're looking for that perfect French cuisine style sear on meat or vegetables, this pan is the one to use. Cast iron pans are also a good choice, but they are much heavier, and just like carbon steel, they also need to be seasoned, and they will not do well with acidic foods. These are a safe metal to cook with. I find that they tend to have inconsistent heat distribution on an open flame. I think they're a great choice for baking in or for outdoor cooking. They're also pretty good for transferring from stovetop to broiler or oven. They do become more and more nonstick as you use them, but I find carbon steel to be more non-stick than cast iron, probably because the surface is a lot slicker. Now, some people like the feel of a heavy pot and are not too happy about what happens to carbon steel or cast iron when it sits. They rust. Maybe you don't want to deal with seasoning your pans and you're looking for a more even heat distribution. The answer to that? Porcelain coated enamel. I've had a Le Creuset set forever and they are built to last a lifetime. They're a good choice, but not the best all-in-one solution. They cannot go in the oven at temperatures above 475 degrees Fahrenheit or 246 degrees Celsius. The porcelain does stain. They're really good for slow cooking, baking, and can handle acidic foods no problem, and they hold heat really, really well. They have really large sized pots for cooking large quantities. As of lately, I've really fallen in love with this brand, Heston Nanobond. It's non-toxic titanium. It can handle cooking temperatures up to 1,500 degrees Fahrenheit or 800 degrees Celsius. It is a little easier to clean than stainless, but it's definitely not a non-stick pan. This is the 5-quart Essentials pan, and it's probably the closest thing to all-in-one cookware I've come across. They have really good heat distribution as well. So what's the catch? Well, they're really expensive. They also require a special cleaner that Heston sells if you want to get back that original finish. Also, they claim that Barkeeper's Friend does the job as well. By the way, none of these pans were gifted to me. I'm not sponsored, and there's been no money exchange between me and the companies I'm talking about in this video. So what about stainless? I use stainless in my restaurant because it can handle a good beating, and it can go from stove to broiler with no problems. It's also unaffected by acidic food. It's all right and for the most part safe, but I'm a little bummed out about the controversy surrounding metal leaching from stainless cookware, and also that many of the manufacturers I've contacted aren't forthright about where they source their metals from, including famous American manufacturers. The only company that I would recommend for stainless at the time of this video is this brand, Maiden. They're conscious about the quality of their metals and manufacture their stainless using American American-made metals. Just because it's stainless doesn't mean you should use metal utensils on it. See, the smoother the surface is, the more non-stick it remains. And avoid cleaning stainless with any kind of scouring pad. The rougher the surface, the more food sticks to it. And not all stainless steel pans are created equal. Many, like the Kirkland brand, are not designed for handling broiling temperatures. You need to check with the manufacturer. Also, read the fine print. When buying stainless, lifetime warranties are usually limited and don't cover wear and tear. I hope this helps. Please leave your comments down below and keep those questions coming.